If you don't know what that is, that's the intro to Me and You. That was a tune by Cassie. That's definitely one that was on my playlist, is on my playlist from on a different phone. I haven't transferred that over, but yeah, for sure, it's on my playlist. You see that maneuver? Damn, son. It was legal, right? Yeah, I hope so. Okay, so yeah, Me and You, Cassie. Wicked tune, atmospheric. It's a classy tune, and I believe a classic. Um, Anybody wondering what's the Raffy doing? Why is the Raffy not at work? Well, I've had a few days off, pretty much almost in the entire week off. Sometimes you got to do them things just to, get things done. So what are we saying here? Well, what are we saying? I'm talking about P. Diddy. I'm talking about the P. Diddy saga. And I have my own take on it. You have the media spin. Oh, P. Diddy Daddy is a demon. He's a wicked man. He did all these wicked things. He got 10,000 bottles of baby oil in one room. And of course, it was all exaggerated, all inflated. When it comes down to it, P. Diddy only had one real charge to face. I don't think they charged him with that. Everything was consensual. They've charged him, they've found him guilty of trafficking adult workers, ex-workers across state lines or whatever, county lines or whatever. And that's what they found him guilty for. There was RICO charges, some trumped up RICO charges, trumped up this, trumped up that. But the only thing they found him guilty of, the jury found him guilty of, was allegedly, trafficking adult workers, ex-workers across state lines. Now, here's the thing. Those so-called adult workers, they went across state lines of their own volition, of their own choosing as adults. When they had the charges against him originally, news flash orders, underage, there was nobody underage involved. Oh, he was doing this to men, that to men. Well, that wasn't in the court case. Ain't been charged with nothing of that nature. The only thing he was truly guilty of that I can see was DV, domestic violence. We saw him smack what's her name, Cassie, upside the head and the torso. That's DV, domestic violence. He was guilty of that in my humble estimation from the video footage I've seen. But everything else trumped up charges. Transporting ex-workers across state lines. They were adults, well into their adulthood, choosing to go across state lines for money, which is what they work for. So, trumped up charges, RICO charges. What kind of nonsense is that? Trumped up charges. Like I said, from what I've heard, the evidence I've heard and seen, he was only guilty of one charge, and that was DV, domestic violence. And I don't believe he was charged for that. I don't believe he was charged for that. So what kind of case was this? Well, a grandstand case. Grandstanding, America is known for it. I think it was called the Mann Act. Transporting somebody across state lines. Who's the best known man for that? Jack Johnson, former heavyweight champion and the Galveston Giant, the first black American heavyweight champion. What did they do him for? The Mann Act. Transporting a white woman across state lines. Let's talk the truth now, people. Let's talk the truth. Look at how many white artists. You got Roman Polanski, not just music stars, but artists. You got Roman Polanski in relationship with minors. Relationships, Roman Polanski, for those who don't know, Polish director. Or was he Romanian? I think he was Polish director back in the Diddy. Very popular, made some big films. Yeah, well known. Underage lover, secret affair. All of the big white pop stars, not all of them, but many, you know, they had their underage picadillos. Shouldn't have used that word because I never really looked it up. Picadillos. It was all good. It was all good. Elvis Presley was out there, you know, snatching up minors. Yeah, and I said, oh, you just like to talk to them, you know? I just like to talk to them. Kept one foot on the ground. Get the out of here. Felt like popping my horn then in place of a bell. But we see there's definitely, they call it the Mann Act. Definitely a manhunt. They should have just left Diddy alone, or charged him with a crime that he was guilty of, which was smacking up Cassie about the head. Remember that tune, "Oops Upside Your Head"? Yeah, we saw him do that. That's DV. That's domestic violence. So if you're gonna charge him for anything, charge him for that. Don't come concocting stuff about transporting grown adults across state lines. And as a matter of fact, it's like that, and as a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. If Diddy is guilty of transporting people across state lines for adult purposes, and guess what? Cassie's guilty too. Because when you look at the emails and you look